If you're a beginner in makeup, what we're not gonna do in 2026 is say, because I'm about to show you step by step right now. Skin and base prep. All you need are these two items right here. Your moisturizer is going to work like your primer. It's going to keep your skin hydrated, and your makeup is going to lay nicely because you use this moisturizer. Girl, don't come to me saying that we don't need sunscreen. This is what's going to help any pigmentation on the face, also going to protect your skin from the sun's UV rays. Now, when it comes to brows, you can use an eye pencil. If you don't have an eye pencil, girl, just take a Q-tip and a little black eyeshadow, and you're going to lightly fill in the areas that look sparse. Then you're going to take a concealer closer to your skin complexion. We're going to place it on the back of the hand. Then we're going to sculpt out the brow following the shape of our brow until we get our desired look. And we're going to do the same thing going on top. If you don't want to do the top of the brow, you don't have to. Do what makes you happy. Always use a concealer to spot correct any dark spots or hyperpigmentation around the face. This concealer should be closer to your skin complexion and don't go any lighter. You want to do this before foundation as it's going to even out your skin complexion before you apply the rest of your makeup. Now, if you have dark circles underneath the eyes, you want to go in with the orange color corrector to neutralize that darkness before you apply concealer. And a little goes a long way, so don't be heavy-handed, girl. When it comes to foundation, use a foundation that's going to work for your skin type. So because I do have oily skin, I'm going to use a matte foundation. And what I like to do is place them on the back of my hand, and I like to apply small amounts of the foundation onto my face. Now, you can either use a foundation brush or you can use a velour puff. It gives you a more smooth airbrush finish. And I like to tap to blend out the foundation going upwards around the under eye, not directly under the under eye. The placement of your concealer is solely up to you. I like to place a little concealer here and here, but if you want to brighten the center of the face, you can place concealer here, 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 and here. Pro tip, I like to allow for my concealer to sit at least 30 to 60 seconds before I blend it out. It gives me a more tackier feel and it just blends so seamlessly. When blending your concealer out, you always want to start from the end of that concealer and work your way upwards. You never want to drag that concealer down or just go side to side. Now, you always want to set your creams and liquids immediately or else they're going to crease, shift, and move around. So we're going to take our velour puff. I'm going to dip into the powder. I'm going to tap out any excess on the back of my hand. I'm going to look up and press that powder underneath the eye. And because I mixed this darker powder in with this banana shade, it gives me a more neutral balance so I can place this all over my face without it changing the color of my makeup. When you want to bake your face, you're going to take a generous amount of powder. I still like to tap out any excess just very lightly on the back of my hand. And you want to place that brightening powder in the center of the face like so. Also going to place it on the chin and your forehead, and also do your nose. And you're going to let this sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes. What this is going to do is, if you have oily skin, going to extend the wear of your makeup by controlling those oils and locking it in. It's also going to blur the skin and give you that airbrush like matte finish. Let's move on to bronzer. Now, when you want to bronze the face, you're just going to add warmth to the face where the sun will hit you. Now, when it comes to blush, your brush should also be a little fluffy with a little point to the tip. I like to apply my blush going upward. This way everything is lifted. If this blush is too bright for you, we're going to take a little bit of our finishing powder and we're just going to press away some of the color. When it comes to eyeshadow, start off with a neutral eyeshadow palette. I love this one by Patrick Ta. We're going to dip into a neutral dark brown shade. This shade is going to go right at the crease. You want to tap to build up the color, and then we're going to go in circular motions to blend it out. I'm going to take a little of this glitter by Half Magic. I'm going to look down in my mirror and I'm just going to sweep this across the lid like so. Go back in with that brush we used for the crease and we're just going to soften up the edges slightly of the glitter. Then we're going to apply mascara to our lashes. Now for lip combo, keep it simple. I use a brown lip liner. The blush that I use for my cheeks, I'm going to use that for the center of my lips. And for gloss, I'm just going to use a light pink gloss. Final look. This is your beginner makeup tutorial that you're going to do going into 2026. And if you want to learn how to create your own makeup routine as a beginner in makeup, drop me a comment down below, girl.